here it is at last, the Helios Tarot forecast for the month, or Tarot Horoscope drawn specifically for your astrological zodiac sign. I'm B.R. Newman, in case you didn't know that already. Check out my website, IamHelios.com, through the link below, and consider everything that I have to offer there. Consider signing up to receive any number of the personal readings that I offer, or consider signing up to take a course. The choice is yours. There's a lot to explore there. Also consider checking out Annie Botticelli's Storyteller forecasts to see the astrological side of everything you're going to see here. It's fascinating, I promise. So, okay, I guess we'll just jump right into it. And here it is, Sagittarius, your 5-card Helios spread for the month of December. This is a kind of condensed Golden Dawn spread, which uses 15 cards. In this case, we have 5 to the same effect. We have a central theme, 2 dimensional timeline options you can choose from, a past section, and a fate section. Here in your central theme, or that which most adequately embodies the whole story arc of this tarot spread, is the Empress. So the Empress is a motherly, maternal, nurturing energy. So this has to do with embracing something that is likely already happening, embracing a choice you have already made, a course you've already set out upon, some decision, some kind of act, some demonstration that you made to the universe is in need of a little care, a little need of fine-tuning. And that's to be expected. If you play any kind of instrument for long enough, it starts to fall out of tune. It just needs a little TLC, and then you can continue on your way. So the Empress is not a card of drastic change. There's nothing that has to be completely shifted or reevaluated. So therefore, these 2-dimensional timeline options are not paths that rock you to your core and shift your perspective in any way. So this is all inspired by the Chariot, which has to do with it's setting out on a course. It's actually, getting on board with some idea, some ideal, some philosophy, and then, pursuing the process of implementing that, setting out on that course. And so the Empress is really, it's calling for some attention and making sure that everything is sustainable. So yeah, it's really about sustainability. So, check the figurative cogs and wheels and gears and make sure everything's running properly. So this may involve taking some time out, some time off. And maybe that's a little unsettling, considering the nature of these 2-dimensional timelines. Maybe the idea of taking some time off is unsettling, just simply due to the fact that you've set out on this course through the Chariot. And also considering Sagittarian nature, why rein in some of the momentum that you've already developed? But the Empress, your central theme, is not a card of action. She embodies rest and recovery and incubation. So keep in mind, this potential is surfacing for the sake of sustainability. You want to actually get to your goal. That was the whole idea behind this original pursuit, to set out upon the Chariot course. And so the Empress is going to see you through, is going to help you actually get there. So you have to remember to tend to your body temple, to tend to your mind, to tend to your emotional body, take time off and prioritize you. I don't mean prioritize the philosophy. Now that might actually be difficult to distinguish, but prioritizing yourself is apart from prioritizing your philosophy. Prioritizing your core, your mind, your emotions, your body. Something needs attention there, and it's time to slow down, to discover what that is, and also to apply the remedy, and to receive the remedy. You can't apply what won't be received. So these 2-dimensional timelines, we have the 7 of Swords and the 5 of Cups. So we'll start with the 7 of Swords. All 7s in tarot are associated with Netzach on the Tree of Life, Sphirith number 7, which is known as the harsh kindness of God. It's a temporary obstacle that's placed before you. It doesn't seem temporary, but it is temporary. And it forces you to build up potential energy that you require to break beyond that, to transcend that obstacle, so that when similar obstacles do surface in the future, you transcend them effortlessly, perhaps without even noticing them. So it actually is for a purpose. It's strength building and character building. But in this case, as manifest through air, this is a leap of faith, despite a sense of futility. So it seems hopeless. And this is suggesting that destination that you set out towards in the past, starting with the Chariot there, may feel a little bit far at this point. You're starting to feel like you're burning out your reserves, in which case the Empress is the most appropriate thing. So this would be actually, it's the leap of faith in this case is precisely slowing down. It's actually taking time off, knowing that you're not compromising your goal. It's okay to take some time off and prioritize your body, your emotions, your mind, your core, your soul, whatever it is, whatever needs attention. You'll actually survive. You'll still get to your desired end result. So that's what that would be about. The emphasis of the 7 of Swords is not on the sense of futility, but the leap of faith that you take and the reward that ensues. So the other dimensional timeline possibility is the 5 of Cups. All 5s in tarot are associated with Gabura on the Tree of Life, and this is the foundation of stringency, it's judgment, it's boundaries being set, and it's also ultimately strength. So it's actually only through the power of Gabura that the possibilities contemplated in Chesed, the previous number 4, Sfirat number 4, which is a benevolent force repairing the world, it's through Gabura that those are actualized, that those are made possible. So this is strength building, character building in the same way that Sfirat number 7 is. So you have those two energies, quite similar, are inevitable in this case, since you have one on one side and one on the other. There is a need for some character building, and it's happening not through force, not through perseverance and persistence, but through withdrawing in one way or another. So in this case, this looks like, since this is manifest through water, this is actually the experience of disappointment. So this is really, if you don't take the leap of faith and stop now and repair yourself to make sure that your process is sustainable, then something will go awry. You will be disappointed, and you will feel as though there is a new level of hopelessness that is harder to overcome. Now, it's not impossible to overcome. In fact, there is promise here in your fate section that you will overcome it. This one is just a little more difficult for you to deal with. It's an energy that really puts out your fire. This is water as opposed to air on the other side. The Seven of Swords is air, which for Sagittarius is fuel, ultimately. But this 5 of Cups disappointment would just, your flame would die down and be just a little less effective, and it would take more of your reserves to build up that fire and that motivation and that optimism again. So this is clearly looking like not the way to go. So it's time to act now. It's time to take time off. Act by stopping the action, temporarily, to rest, to recover, to make sure your process is sustainable. That's a difficult one to say. Process is sustainable. Yeah, so certainly it's not looking like there's anything you can do to prevent the inevitable desired end result. You can only delay it. And why do that? You don't actually want to do that. So the way to prevent delay is to risk delay. Take that leap of faith, take some time off now. So what is coming is the art card. So this apparently is the desired end result. The art card is a heavy-hitting, high-gravity kind of energy, a major transformative experience. It's like an alchemical process, fusion of opposites into one, golden purified product from basic metals and potentials and leaden grudges and trauma and all of that. This is the point at which all of that becomes irrelevant, and some purified product is left in the wake of the changes you initiated back in the days of the Chariot, whenever that was. Whenever it was you decided to commit to this higher ideal. There is a promise here of that realized, so long as you ensure that the process you choose is a sustainable one. You can't prevent it, you can only delay it. And there's just no reason to do that. And that about wraps this up, so thank you for listening to this. You might want to contact me for a personal reading of some kind. You can gain clarity, certainty, and confidence regarding a big decision, the nature of a personal relationship, family dynamics, general complications or opportunities, and so on. I can help you simplify extremely complex matters into something workable, something you can base otherwise difficult decisions upon, and something you can trust, so you can put your mind at ease and get back to living. And maybe you want to uncover the complexities of your inner circuitry, really getting to know the way you truly operate, so you can pick and choose the kinds of strategies, partners, and environments that help you thrive and feel good and think straight. If any of that sounds good, trust me, you're going to want to check out my website, IamHelios.com, and discover what I can offer you there today. Thanks again.